Hey, it looks like it is another lesson using the Pythagorean theorem. And just like the previous lesson, we just want to find the exact value of the missing sides of each right triangle. Oh my goodness, look what we get to play with this time. Well, what am I going to write down first? A squared plus b squared equals c squared. I always write that down. Ooh, I don't see A, B, and C on my triangle. I don't see the labels. Well, if I don't see the labels, I know the hypotenuse must be side C, right? And so square root of 37 has to be C. Now, if the vertices are not labeled, the legs are mix and match. Either one of them can be 2 root 3. So I decided to put it in the location of B. But it can be either or, right? The hypotenuse must be C. But if the vertices, the angles, are not labeled, the legs are mix and match. Okay, so how do I square these things? Well, square root of 37 squared is the easiest, right? Squared undoes the square root. For 2 root 3, I gotta be careful because when I square that quantity, I actually have to do 2 times the square root of 3 times another 2 times the square root of 3. If you think about rearranging it, you say, oh yeah, I gotta do the 2 times 2, and I gotta do the root 3 times the root 3. 2 times 2 is obviously 4. And now I've got root 3 squared, which of course will just be 3. 4 times 3 is 12. Right? So yeah, when we square that, not only do I have to do the 2 times 2, I also have to do the root 3 times root 3, and then I have to multiply those two values together. Now I can subtract 12 from each side. Breathe a sigh of relief like, oh, square root of 25, I can handle that. Right? So the exact value of that missing side would be 5. Oh, hey! Having fun now. Look, it's fractions. Again, if I'm not labeled, C is the hypotenuse. I don't know that side. So C squared is the variable I don't know. And so either fraction could have been A squared and the other one would have been B squared. All right, so 3/5 squared. Well, I know 3 times 3 makes 9. 5 times 5 makes 25. Same process on the 4 squared, right? 4 times 4 is 16. 5 times 5 is 25. Hey, we've got a common denominator, so we can go ahead and add these. 9 plus 16 is 25. Hey, that fraction reduces. That's just 1. Take the square root of 1. It's just 1. The hypotenuse is 1. Ooh, that worked out nicely. So that is what is going to be happening today. We're just going to be practicing with the Pythagorean theorem. But we're not going to find whole numbers for all of the sides. Sometimes we might come across with a radical number, right? The square root symbol. Sometimes we might come across a rational number, right? The fractions. So it is time to grab the worksheet and get busy.